that gave me optimism. I think a lot of Man United fans are optimistic. We're not stupid because we've had a wicked LVG preseason and it went to shit. So we're never doing that again. But we're definitely, for the first time, we're feeling a bit of, okay, I'm excited about the league starting.
The biggest thing Ruben was saying, we all saw in the presser, was like, they're just confident.
Yeah.
Like, they're just confident. And every player I've spoke to sit down with Dalot, he said it.
Yeah.
Dorgu said it. Even in what interviews we haven't been in, Luke Shaw said it.
Yeah.
And then people on the ground are telling us.
Yeah.
The one thing is that when you say, oh, what's he changed? Like, what's this preseason like to last preseason? Like, what's the difference? Like, what are you working on? Every player said, what Ruben's telling us to do in this preseason is the same thing he was telling us when we were getting licks in the league against every team losing.
Yeah.
It's the same, I want this, I want that. It's just the feeling's different.
Yeah.
Just the confidence is there. And they're starting to carry out what is what. There hasn't been, they're playing more aggressively, so you could say, oh, Ruben's changed it because he's making them beat. No, that was always, he wanted them to do that from ages ago. So I think this is more of a player thing. Listen, a lot of the tactical guys will get into the bag and probably, shout out Statman Dave or Cam or all these types of guys, and or Minna as well. They'll probably, it would be interesting to see if, like, I haven't had a chance to look at that bit yet, but from my eye test just off the bat, it feels like it. But that's just an intent.
We're watching, bro. There's no things that we can see. The game's on, and you see Rasmus make the run, and Rasmus is going, But then even though he's saying it, my man's already getting there anyway. And he said, Bruno's got to jump in that place. Bruno's already there. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's fitness? Do you think it's a fitness thing as well? Because you see it, you even like most you're in the stadiums, even watching it on the TV or whatever, you can just see like that. We always say 20-minute press or whatever. It's not 20 minutes now. It actually lasts longer. And even in these games recently where he's been playing, those starting 11s for 70 minutes. Because he wants them to be like, right, you've got to do it for 70 minutes or 65 minutes. You've got to be at that level of press. And I do find it really interesting that in all of the interviews or what have you, in all of the interviews, they're really open about the people that aren't there as well. Going, if they don't hold up to the standards, then they're gone. And then they shouldn't be here,
Luke Shaw said it.
Shaw said it. Dallow's hinted at it as well. They've all kind of gone, if you don't meet their standards, then you're not going to be here. And I just think it's interesting that it feels like maybe some of the players are kind of on the side of the fans of even they had enough of like, all right, no messing about. You can't.
You want to be optimistic?
Let's talk about being optimistic enough because I keep thinking optimized. There you go. But
I thought you were saying talk about Opta. I was going, this is a strange turn.
But then where we are now, is we saw some good football. The first game West Ham. It was good football for the first group of players.
65 minutes.
70. Yeah, we saw something and we said, you know what? Let's see if we can build on that. But we're impressed. I remember speaking to Owen at halftime and thinking, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not bad.
Yeah.
There was a not bad vibe across the
done board. Okay.
There you go. And then after we go into the next game, and we're saying, well, we've improved on that. We've gone to another level in a sense. And I'm trying to say this, remembering everything that's happened last season, even though they're not trying to acknowledge that. They're like, this is a different team. Then you go into the press conference, and the manager does say, hey, it's the same personnel, but they're different. And are you lot buying in to what we're seeing? Is there space? Is there room to be optimistic? I know Arins is basically saying, allow it. It's preseason. But preseason is a great marker on, okay, what the season could look like. I feel like there's games now that we can win in the Premier League. Bournemouth are a tough team, and Areola, his comments on Man United was a glowing reference.
He said they're a hell of a team, is what he said.
Yeah.
They're a hell of a team.
I think, I don't think we can have it both ways, really, because it's funny that if we'd lost those games, the pushback would have been, look at this, still losing games, nothing's changed. And then when you win them, it's only preseason, it doesn't count. Well, you're saying if we lost, it would count, but if we won, it doesn't count. That doesn't, to me, make any sense. Either it counts both ways or it doesn't count both ways. Either winning and losing doesn't matter or it does. Now, there are certain things you can't get overboard about it. Going, if you win every single preseason game, you're going to win the league. But at the same time, you can have momentum. You can certainly have positivity, can't you? Which is something that we have. Those two things we haven't had in ages. We didn't have them all last season. And I think back to preseasons. In Eric's first season was the last preseason that you'd actually we had a good preseason.
Yeah, that was when Sancho was in the false nine, and we was like, tell you what.
We beat Liverpool 4-0 in Bangkok, and it was like, actually, we're playing quite well here. But the preseason after that in America, we won a game against Arsenal. Then after that, it was rubbish. Last season's preseason was rubbish as well. So us actually winning some games, and not only winning games, it's the other part of it, isn't it? We've won games before, even in preseason, where we go, yeah, we won, but we didn't play very well, did we?
Yeah.
The last two games, we've actually played well. You go, you know what? For 70 minutes with that first team, we've actually played well. That wasn't a fluke. We've played some good stuff.
We look coached, for the first time. I would say that we're not having like moments, when someone does a Maverick thing and then we score.
It's consistent.
It's like they're building. It's like these guys are actually trying. Like, this is not happening on a whim.
Yeah,
it's planned. And there's something great about, this team kind of know what they're doing. Where I haven't seen us do that before. I've seen us, there's someone have a moment in a game and then we score a great goal and that was that. Whereas now it just feels like there's some real organization. We look organized. When the players are running back, remember when it's like, when there is player gets in behind, that hunger and work rate to go and get back and do it. If it's either Bruno, if it's anyone, De Ligt has to, the covering runs and stuff, it's just smarter